Hare Krishna, welcome everyone for the Saturday class. And before we start, Kamala Devi, okay, can you check the audio, video, everything's fine?
Yes, Master, everything looks
okay. And also I will ask, okay, now these readings is also coming, right? Okay, very nice, all right. So today actually we plan to complete all the 64. So that means this particular verse which we started, and then it has all the 64 angas. So we stopped at 44. Now we will continue from 45 and then keep going. And then today, instead of actually giving obeisance to the Guru Parampara to save time, and today we have Madan Mohini, and she will be singing this Arati our Gurudev. Of course, as you all know, only Gokul Bhajan is really glorifying Gurudev, that personally. So this is something unique for us. And she is here, and let us see. Okay, there we go. And I put a different background for this one. Okay, there you go. Okay, Ma, you are on the air. Okay, 1, 2, and go ahead.
Narayana
So we will now proceed to read the scriptures. So now number 45, what we have is Smaranam. Smaranam means remembering. So remembering includes so many things. Remembering, because we remember so many things. But what we remember here is, again, as we discussed about that yesterday, Nama, Rupa, Guna and Leela of Bhagavan Sri Krishna and associates, especially Radha Krishna. And now 46 is, that is Dhyana. Okay, let me scroll. Dhyanam. 46 is Dhyanam. Dhyana means meditation. Very thorough meditation upon again, Rupa, Guna, Leela and Seva of Bhagavan is called Dhyana. So when it comes to, because Smarana means we are actually concentrating about the Rupa, Guna and Leela of Bhagavan. But here, the Dhyanam, one more thing which is adding, that is, what is it actually making different is the Seva. We are also thinking about, engaged in the Seva to Bhagavan. Okay. So that is easy. The meaning of Seva Dhyana is worship or service that is performed within the mind. So this is when this Manasika Seva is coming into picture now. Then what do? You Seva. Seva takes that to Dasyam. So Dasyam is servitude. The pure constitutional disposition, that is Sutta Swarupa of the Jiva, is to be servant of Lord Krishna. Jivera Swarupagaya, Krishnera Nitya Dasa. Now, because the Jiva's vision is diverted from Sri Krishna, his pure constitutional nature becomes covered by Maya. That is why the Jiva becomes a Baddha Jiva. But by virtue of some great fortune, the Jiva may come to learn of his true identity by the association of saintly devotees. This is why Guru is coming into picture. Guru and Vaishnavas. Because here devotees in the sense, there are Guru and Vaishnavas. And because we follow Guru Parambara and follow the instructions of Gurudev, we actually do sadhaka. So the sadhaka, the sadhana. So the sadhaka who is doing the sadhana should always think, I am a servant of Lord Krishna. Yesterday we really went through that in little more detail, because that is our nature. So this attitude of engaging ourselves in seva to Bhagavan is Dasya. So now also these are two kinds of Dasya. In the beginning, Dasya means to offer all one's activities to the Lord. This is the beginning. This is the niskama karma that you can talk about, but the thing is, we do not deal with karmas. So here it is the conception that we think that we are completely devoted. Anything we do is for Krishna. But this is what seva. I am a servant of Krishna and he is my master. So this attitude, do all the activities to the Lord. Then the second is to render all kinds of services to the Lord with the feeling that I am a servant of Sri Krishna. That is when the seva is coming. See, the services is coming. So first of all, what happened in the beginning, it starts with that whatever we do, we offer to Krishna. That is a nishkama karma yoga. But then we have to go higher. That is all services. Seva is coming into picture. I am a servant of Krishna and he is my master. So this attitude is called Kainkarya. Kainkarya means one who is really completely dedicated to only serving Guru and Guru and Krishna. Here, of course, we are talking about Krishna. So that is why that in the Patyavali we really see this sloka coming there. Naham vipro nachanarapatir napi vaishyo na sudro naham varnina cha grihapatir no vanasto yatirva kindu prodyan nikila paramananda purnamritabder gopi bhartu pada kamalayor dasa dasanudasa. This is also like Prabhupada also, Swami Maharaj also, he said, I am dasa of the dasa of the dasa. So I am not a Brahmana or Kshatriya or Vaishya or Sudra, because for Vaishnavas there is nothing like this coming. Nor am I a brahmachari or grahastha, vanaprastha or sannyasi. All the varnashrama and also all these different kinds of position in our community. There is nothing to do with that. But for Vaishnava, they are above all those. But who am I? I am a servant of the servants of the lotus feet of Sri Krishna, who is the dearmost beloved of the gopis, and an ocean of nectar laden with undivided spiritual bliss. So sadhaka should always maintain this conception. Yeah, so that is the mood. That's the dasyam. So dasyam means actually servitude. That's what we are talking about. So I am the dasa of the Bhagavan. Because directly serving Bhagavan may not be really available. Actually we should not even think about like that. We always should think about serving to the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord. That is why in the spiritual world we are, because here, why we are stuck in this Maya? Because we are thinking that we want to be masters. We are masters. That's why we are under control of Maya. But as soon as we really come out of that, what we'll be thinking? I am the not even directly serving Krishna, servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord. The lowest you position yourself, that is your highest status. So the spiritual dimension is completely opposite. So here in Maya, you want to be master, always it is centered about you, ego. But there in spiritual world, it is always the opposite. So when one becomes, that attitude comes as dasa, the dasanuga, like that, when we see that is the highest attitude. Yes, this is that is dasyam. Then what is this? Then the second one is sakyam. Sakyam means friendship. And sakya is of two kinds again. And that which is based on faith, viswasa. Viswasa means faith. And the second one is that which is based on an attitude of friendship. That is called maitri. So there are two different bhavas there in the sakya bhava. So faith-based, of course, you are actually feeling closer. But then another one is friend. You are going, maitri means you are actually very bosom friend. Like Gopals are the typical example. So what is Viswasa then? Draupadi. Look at it. Draupadi expressed her faith in Sri Krishna in the following words. Sri Krishna will certainly protect me. That is the initial stage. So you have a faith, you have Viswasa. And actually if you see that Draupadi and thinking Krishna is in a friendship level. But the root is Viswasa. And now so this is an example of Sakya Bhava that is based on faith. Draupadi. So Draupadi is an eternally liberated associate of Sri Krishna. Therefore, her attitude of Sakya Bhava, predominated by a very deep sense of faith, is not a subject matter of sadhana bhakti for ordinary sadhakas. Nevertheless, because of the prevalence of faith in the Sakya Bhava demonstrated in the statement of Draupadi, it is relevant to be used as an example of sadhana bhakti. Yes. So this is an example of sadhana bhakti in the mood of Sakya. Now, in order to see Bhagavan in his human-like form, remember, Draupadi always thinks, even though he is seeing Krishna in the Nara Leela, But still, the attitude that, oh, he's Bhagavan. That sense is there. That's where the Viswas is coming. But when one goes higher than that, like the Gopas do not recognize that Krishna is Bhagavan. No. Krishna is equal to them. So that is the thing. Okay, so now in order to see Bhagavan in his human-like form out of the sense of affection, when the affection comes, then your attitude of this opulence and or fear, nothing is going to be there. And in order to behave with him just like an intimate friend, certain sadhakas engaged in all kinds of personal service, lie down in the temple, this disposition is called mitra vritti. Sakya of this type is not for sadhakas of the vidhi marga. Okay, now actually the raganuga marga starts from here, Sakya, not in the dasya. Dasya is not. So Raganuga is starting from here, but Raganuga one can be a Sakya. Okay. So then Vidhimarga is only up to the Dasya. That's why Vidhimarga, most of them, they're all stop in the Dasya mode. Okay. So which is based on intense greed, lobha. Okay. Always remember we really went through this again. The fundamental root of the Raganuga is three things, right? One is intense greed. Second one, no question of qualification, whether I'm qualified or not, nothing like that. Third is Raganuga Guru. These are the three fundamental things that we covered that in the previous scripture. Nevertheless, it is sometimes possible for sadhakas of the Vidhi Marga, sometimes possible because their Siddha Deha is probably not, but they are actually going through this is Vidhi Marga. Then they'll be going further, because even though Raganuga, he has to start with Vaiti Bhakti only. So therefore this limb has been described here in the context of Vaiti Sadhana Bhakti. Okay. All right. So now next one is 49. Atma Nivedanam, dedication of the self. The word Atma refers to Ahamta, means actually egoism. See, why we are all coming here as and individually we are having our own life centered on about ourselves is because of that ego. Because we want to be again, we identify ourselves as a separate entity other than from Lord's association. So we want to be really we want to enjoy separately away from Krishna. So that is what is this ahamta, egoism is. Or in other words, the sense of I pertaining to the body. So that means if we have the bodily consciousness, we really have this kind of egoism. And as well as mamata, possessiveness, or the sense of mine. So I and mine are the two knots that the Maya has put on the jiva. Two knots. And then put into the jail. These material worlds are jails with so many doors and doors and doors. 14 levels of planetary system as we see, arranged in 7 planes. They are the doors. Is finally we just fell down all the way. And the two knots, I and mine. These are the two knots that we are tied. Only Krishna or Guru can really cut that thing there. So here Atma Nivedana means what then? The I and mine, all these things you offer only to Krishna. That means instead of I and mine, you think that you are belonging to Krishna. So that is what is this Atma Nivedana means. Nivedana means you offer. Atma. Atma again, as we mentioned, it's actually more tied with his I and mine in our case. So the living entity who is within the body is known as Dehi. Deha means body. Dehi means one who is living in that body. Dehi. One who possesses the body. And Aham, the ego, egoism or the self. When the living entity takes support of these two conceptions, that is the sense of possessing body, that is Dehi, and the sense of ego or self, Aham, I, mine, it gives rise to this problem with its I. So the possessiveness or attachment that rests upon the sense of I is called Dehi Nishta Mamata. Mamata means is kind of a possessiveness. Kind of, like I have, yeah, it's mine. But the mamata, if you put it in the spiritual way, transcendental mode, Krishna belongs to me. I belong to Krishna. That is also mamata. But this mamata, when it is concentrated on selfish, that means me and my body, then it is bad. That is out of egoism. So when we really completely throw out this I and mine and everything, and then finally when we really come to a concept that we put all those things on to Krishna, that mamata is very special. This is what all the devotees have. Krishna belongs to me. I belong to Krishna. But whereas we also have this kind of, mamata means possessiveness, right? Here what do we do? Everything, I just grab everything, right? Especially when you are a child or something, some children used to be so possessive. Suppose somebody else, some other child is really having a toy, and that actually toy belongs to that child. This possessiveness, what happens? It comes and then you go run and then grab it. And there's a fighting going on. Okay, that is possessiveness. So mamata means possessiveness also. But here Atma Nivedana means you give everything, no possessiveness, only for Krishna, Krishna-centered. I am a servant of Krishna. I accept only the remnants of Krishna's prasad. And this body is an instrument suitable for the service to Krishna. So you are doing Atma Nivedanam, your Atma is given to Krishna. What about body? Body should be used only for the service to Krishna and Vaishnavas and his devotees. So to maintain the body exclusively with these mentality is called Atma Nivedana. Look at here. So the Atma, when we are offering, it actually includes everything related to you. Does not matter what body you take. Everything is given there. When Atma goes, everything goes. Okay. Alright, now 50. This is Nija Priya Vastu Samarpanam. You know what this means actually? This is, look at the Sabari. Sabari, she wanted to, make Lord Ram happy by how? What is she doing? Because all the very good berries in the forest where she was living, she used to taste first. Oh, this is very nice, very sweet. And then she will keep that for Ram. Array, half eaten. He's tasted it. Why? Because she does not want to really eat by herself. But on the other hand, what do you do? Whatever that Priya means that is which we really desire, we enjoy. Vastu means thing, the object, okay? Nija means real. Real Priya Vastu means what? Really, you are so really, you really enjoy that. You love it. You love it. But to whom you have to give? Samarpanam. So that our dear objects we should be offering to Krishna. Look at here how the limbs of these bhakti, they are all actually going. So that the things in this world that one likes best should be accepted and offered to Krishna, considering them to be related to him. This is what is meant by offering one's dear objects to Krishna. The thing is, there are two things again. You may like it, but Krishna may not like it. But still, if you like it and then you think that Krishna will also like, Krishna will accept. But there are certain things that Krishna personally, she really likes most. And that stage will also come. When? Okay, then you will think, okay, all right, I like it. This is so dear to me. Yes, I should give to Krishna and give to Krishna. Then the second level you go. Maybe Krishna may like or not. I don't know. Then you start wondering what exactly Krishna likes. Krishna likes butter. Wow, very good. And Krishna will just like all the sweets and this and everything. Oh, then you start offering those. Even though you are diabetic. But Krishna likes it. You may not really, relish it because of the diabetes situation, but because Krishna is really favor of that, I want to sacrifice myself, so we'll offer that to Krishna. So love, this is why Krishna is called Rasamrta. He really wants to taste our moods. So this kind of devotion is rasa. And rasa. So rasa means all the rasas are put together as rasa. And he is a Raja too, Raja of rasas. He is Rasamrta, that is why he is doing rasa dance. Because he wants to enjoy all the moods of the devotees. Every gopi has unique mood towards, loving mood towards Krishna. And Krishna wants to enjoy, taste all these rasas. That is why he is enacting all these rasa dance and everything. Anyway, so those items which are dear to others, dear to Krishna and dear to sadhakas are also specially fit to be offered to Krishna. I mentioned that. Those objects give the most pleasure to Krishna. Whether you like it and you are giving because of that, he likes it. And because, you know that Krishna likes it and you are offering, yes, he also loves it. So those items which are dear to people in general but are not dear to Krishna, or those things which are dear to Krishna but are not dear to the people in general, should not be offered to Krishna. This is basically, the ideal way is, yes. So basically whatever that you think Krishna will like more, that is the special. Okay? And the 51, we have to finish all the 64 today. Krishnarte samasta karma karanam. Performing all activities for the sake of Krishna. Simply put. It does not mean that you have to throw out everything and then just become, No, you have to perform the sadhana and perform your devotional activities. You have to engage yourself in the activities for Guru Seva and Deity Seva, Vaishnava Seva, everything that you are doing. Why we are actually doing this preaching and everything? It's the Guru Seva. It's a Seva for Krishna. But that does not mean that, I should not be really dealing with this and that. No, if anything that is relevant, anything that can be used for the service of Krishna, Krishna Arthe, Artha means, Artha means meaningful. Meaningful for Krishna. Samasta karma karanam. All those devotion, all those activities, devotional activities, you do that. It should be performed. Okay. So for whom? For the sake of Krishna only. So what it is saying is to make all activities, whether they be worldly duties, or those directly related to even Vaiti Sadhana Bhakti, favorable for the service of Lord Hari, is to perform all activities for the sake of Krishna. Of course, everybody has to really start from Vaiti Bhakti anyway. 52nd. Sarvata Sharana Pattihi. Full surrender. Full self-surrender. So this is called Sharanagati or Sharanapati. And in actually Sri Parambara, there is a Prapati. They say Prapati. So this Sharanagati is an important step when we are actually engaging ourselves completely for the benefit of just satisfying Krishna. So this is the quote coming from Vaishnava Tantra. Anukulyasya sangalpaha pratikulya vivarjanam. Because the same thing will be touching that in the Rasamrta also by Rupa Goswami. Anukulyasya sangalpaha pratikulya vivarjanam rakshishyati titi vishvaso goptrutve varanam tada atmanikshepa karpanye shadvida sharanagati. What are these? So here we are talking about different kinds of saranagati, symptoms of self-surrender. Anukulyasya sankalpa means fully surrendered sadhaka should accept only those things which are favorable for prema bhakti. Don't do anything else. Only those, whatever that is. Because when we are actually trying to do, or even trying to eat, or trying to make use of it, is it related to Krishna? Is it really going to increase my prema bhakti to Krishna? Then you take it. Anukuli, it's here. Sankalpa. Sankalpa means you really determine. Sankalpa means determination, committing. Only Anukuliyasya means only for the favor of what? Prema bhakti. Then Pratikuliya Vivarjana. They should completely reject those things which are unfavorable to prema bhakti. And third, Rakshishyatiti Viswasya. Viswasa. They have firm faith that Krishna is their only protector. Nobody else. Not like, oh, I need protection, I need to go to here and there and things like. Even those high devotees, they will not even ask for protection from Lord Narasimhadev. This is actually, if you see our prayers, the temple book, all this Narasimha prayer is at the end only for glorifying. Because Narasimha is actually avatar from Krishna. But that is also, for the Vaidhi Bhaktis and for the low levels, when you come, you really ask for the protection. But our protection is only Krishna. Even though all these avatars are actually coming from Krishna only, we rely directly only Krishna. There is no protector other than Krishna. Of course, when you really think like that, not only the avatars like Narasimha, everybody will come and help. But the thing is, you always, incline yourself to do directly to Krishna. Why? Krishna is Rasa Raja, that's why. Because if you see that Lord Narasimhadev came, but he gave only certain level of bhakti that you can have. You cannot go there and then pat yourself, no. Oh, Lord Narasimhadev, let us go and play in the forest. Let us take the fruit. We cannot do that. Oh, he's majestic. So he has some boundaries. But of course he is protecting the Krishna devotees, but for us, only Krishna is everything. Whether he protects or not protecting, that is not a problem. But we always see that, yes, Krishna, you are everything. You are my prananatha. There is nobody else. Okay, that is third. Then Koptrutve Varana. Surrendered devotees have absolutely no doubt that Krishna is their only guardian and maintainer. Absolutely no doubt. Even no, you don't ask anyone else. Nothing. Only Krishna, only Krishna. You are breathing Krishna, you are living for Krishna, you are actually dying for Krishna. Right? We what? We live to die for Krishna. That is the attitude. Okay? So no one else other than Krishna. So now devotees who are without any other resort have this kind of faith. Karpanya 6. Karpanya is humility is expressed. I am very fallen and insignificant. I will tell you again, it is very difficult for everyone to understand what I am talking. Because this Karpanya, humility, that feeling that I am really the most fallen, is a symptom towards Prema Bhakti. For example, I will put a small crude example. Srimati Radharani is the highest. Even actually many ways she is higher than Krishna. Because during the Rasa dance, before starting Rasa dance, what does Krishna do? She is praise. She really touches her lotus feet and prays. Oh Radhe, you are the only one who can start the Rasa dance. You are everything. Yes, I am at your mercy. But see, look at here how the position of Radharani. But what Radharani is thinking? I don't have any devotion to Krishna. Everybody else is having devotion. Look at these all these clouds. They are all giving shadow to Krishna. I am not able to give. Look at see all the gentle breezes actually all blowing, and Krishna is so happy. I am not able to do that. This is the symptom. Why? She is the Mahabhava, personified. This is the symptom. If we do not get this humility, but getting puffed off, I am great, I am this, you are nothing. So this is why it's all the sixth one is very, very, very important. This is a realization. Other things, when you see that, there are activities. But the sixth one, Karpanya, is a realization. It is not something that you can force yourself. Oh yeah, I have to become. No. It's a realization that has to come. So unalloyed devotees are possessed of this very firm and simple faith. To possess all these attitude is called Sharanagati or Sharanapati. Okay? Next one. Tulasi Seva. Serving Tulasi. Yes, in all our temples and in our homes, daily we do Tulasi Puja. So the service of Tulasi has already been described within the 10th limb of Bhakti. Offering respect to banyan trees and Tulasi, myrobalan trees, cows and brahmanas and Vaishnavas. Remember that we covered. Few weeks back we really covered all those. Again, why the Tulasi Seva is coming? Anything which is more important, again that is really getting, like as you are going to see, Nama Sankirtan, even though we really covered the Nama Sankirtan, congregational chanting, again it is going to come. This is called double enforcing. So this is because because it's so important, it's really stated again in the 64 Angas of Bhakti. So Tulasi Seva. And the 54 is Vaishnava Shastra Seva, serving Vaishnava scriptures. Of course, that is what we are doing today. Serving means, what we mean by serving? Is reading, discussing, and also even worshipping the scriptures. Srimad Bhagavatam is Sakshat, what? The form of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. And worshipping Bhagavatam is worshipping Bhagavatam is worshipping Krishna. That's why Arati, like the Arati song, there is one for the Bhagavatam also, the same tune. So only those sastras which cause Bhagavad, not all the sastras, only those which cause Bhagavad Bhakti to be obtained are Vaishnava sastras. One should faithfully and regularly study such scriptures and hear all these from the mouths of pure devotees. Srimad Bhagavatam is not supposed to be read by us. It is supposed to be heard. Especially Rasa Leela and all, you will get completely entangled if you don't understand what it is. For example, I will tell you. So what is the result of hearing this Rasa dance? All your sexual desires, everything will be finished, thrown out. That means it is something else. It is not between some boy and girls or girls are dancing. It has nothing to do with that. Because otherwise it is completely, it will become opposite effect. But look at it. All the saintly Narada Muni and Sukadeva Goswami, all the Goswamis, everybody, they relish this Rasa dance. They want to hear. That is why this Panja Atyaya, that 5 chapters of the Srimad Bhagavatam are the pinnacles. And that's what Bhagavata means actually. So regularly you should really hear, not try to read. Try to reading is not going to be good. You hear from pure devotees. And yes, you can try to read and recite also. But with what kind of attitude that you have to do that? With a worshipful attitude, it's saying here. One should know the object to be obtained by such a scripture, that being Bhagavad Bhakti, and having full faith in that, one should mold one's life in accordance with its principle. What is the principle? What is the principle? What is the goal of all these sastras? It's Prema Bhakti only. So the restoration of careful keeping of publishing and propagation of Vaishnava Shastras are all included within Shastra Seva. See, look at here, we are translating. You see, this is one of the order, from Gurudev to translate all the books. Read and translate all my books, really, one of the command. How many I have done? Only 14 or 15, that's it. But he has written 300 books. When I am going to do that? So these are all the services. So now in the Bhakti Rasamrta Sindhu again, from which is quoting from Skanda Purana, it is said, Vaishnavani tu sastrani ye shrunuvandi patanti cha dhanyaste manava loke tesham Krishna prasidati Vaishnavani tu sastrani ye archayandi grihena raha Sarva papa vinir mukta bhavandi sura bandita. The Vaishnava Shastras like Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and so on are propound Ananya Bhakti. Ananya Bhakti, what does Ananya Bhakti means? Only one for affection, this the love and affection. That you can have only with Krishna. I cannot have with Balaji, Narayana, Vishnu, and this and that, also including Lord Narasimhadev. That's not Ananya Bhakti. Ananya Bhakti is only Nandan Krishna, not even Dwaraka Krishna. Of course, Krishna is going in different forms, different avatars or whatever, and different moods like these Dwaraka Krishna. I don't want to go to worship Dwaraka Krishna, who does not even have any peacock feather, he does not have any flute, nothing. He has only Chanku Chakra, 4 hands, not 4 hands, 2 hands. Only Nandan Krishna. That is Ananya Bhakti. Exclusive devotion unto that Nandan Sri Krishna. Not anyone else. Those who keep such scriptures in their home, like Bhagavad Gita, like Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, of course. Bhagavad Gita is a general for everybody. Bhagavatam is very sacred. If you keep Bhagavatam in your home, Krishna is living there. And if you really keep the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, all those, in your home, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is blessing. So to keep all those scriptures in the homes and worship them with great respect are freed from all sins. You actually right there, if you see that, the Bhagavatam is always open in my room. So, every day, you just to read something, whatever, even one verse or even one line. The Bhagavatam has to be always in your destiny, in your mind, all the time. And worship them. They are all freed from all sins. Even the demigods offer prayers to such persons. Those who hear the Vaishnava Shastras from the mouths of pure devotees and who regularly study them on their own are truly blessed in this world. Even though, of course, we want to hear from the devotees, but devotees are not all the time available. So then you can read. But when you are reading, the mood that we talked about, the mood has to be, I am not reading. I am hearing from Gurudev. And Sri Krishna becomes pleased with them. Therefore, it is imperative for the sadhakas to serve the Vaishnava Shastras. Of all the Vaishnava Shastras, Srimad Bhagavatam is the most excellent because it is the essence of the entire Vedanta. That is why we did not have the Vedanta Sutra. Vedanta Sutra was also written by Vyasadeva. After completing all the things, he really wrote that. No, actually before that. So this Vedanta Sutra is the one that all the Sampradayas, including these Advaita Vadis and Shankaracharya, they all have written. But of course in their own concocted whatever the way. But the Vedanta Sutra, the expansion is Srimad Bhagavatam. So those who taste the nectarian rasa of Srimad Bhagavatam have no taste for any other scripture. So rasa means that the taste from the Srimad Bhagavatam, when one gets it, they will keep all the Puranas, all the Upa-Puranas, everything, they closed it and put it somewhere and locked it. I do not want to see them anymore. I don't want to even open them anymore. That Purana, Linga Purana, Shiva Purana, Brahma Purana, Markandeya Purana, this Purana, you name it. I do not want to even touch those Puranas. Because you have seen the highest taste. That is why the purport of the following verse from Srimad Bhagavatam itself is coming. Sarva Vedanta Sharam hi Srimad Bhagavatam Ishyate Tat Rasamrta Truptasya Nan Yatra Syat Ratihi Kvachit. That's what exactly what the meaning is. So once you get the taste the rasa of the Srimad Bhagavatam. But here the rasa, what I mean is this Pancha Atyaya, the rasa dance. That includes this Gopi Gita, everything. That is the pinnacle of Srimad Bhagavatam. 55. Okay. Now it is coming. Okay, actually very soon we are going to hit some top 5 most. 5 that is going to really follow there. Anyway. So, yeah, okay, 55. Okay, 55 is Madhura Mandala Vasaha. Madhura Mandala means it's not referring to only the Madhura portion that we see as a city. No, Madhura means Vrindavan. Yeah, even now, because everything is Madhura district only now. Madhura Mandale Vasaha. Vasaha means you have to reside. So residing within the district of Madhura is Madhura Mandale Vasaha. One should hear about, glorify and remember the glories of Madhura, Vrindavan. By desiring to go to Madhura, by seeing Madhura, by touching the land of Madhura, Madhuram, Madhuram, Madhuram. By living there and by serving Madhura, the aspiration of Bhakti is fulfilled. Of course, visiting this Madhura Mandala Vasa, even visiting itself is not that easy for everybody. Think about, for example, we have temples in Nigeria. But if you really, I don't know whether you know it or not, Indian government has really put so much a restriction that Nigerians cannot go, easily go to India anymore. They have increased just the visa fees itself is to near to $1,000. Visa fees itself is $1,000. And not only that, because in Nigeria there are so much of robbery, and now when they enter into the airport, if anyone is coming from Nigeria, they will be going through special security check. Special security, double special security check. They will inquire about all the histories. Similarly, when coming out of the country also, they will go through the separate procedure for Nigerians only. So then in that case, how about our Nigerian devotees? So we have to bring Vrindavan into Nigeria. This can be done only by the mercy of Gurudev. And Vaishnavas. Their mercy. So that's the only way. Look at here, we may be thinking, I really want to do parikrama. Of course we are going to do the parikrama in March. I'm going. I'm leaving next month. There are a lot of devotees, some devotees, we are restricting, by the way. And this is Madhura, you see, this is parikrama only. You go there and then see the holy places, visit, and then you come back. But Vasaga, this is Madhura Mandala Vasaga. Vasaga means residing in Braja. Oh, this is even higher. That's what my desire is, of course. But is it possible to everybody? That's the question. So here, the term Madhura Vasa refers to Sri Vrindavana, Gokula, Nandagavon, that is Nandagrama, Barshana, that is the place of Radharani, Radhakunda, Shyamakunda, and all the other holy places within Madhura Mandala. It also refers to Mayapura. Why Mayapura? Mayapura, the Navadvip, 9 islands in Mayapura, they are all mapping to these 12 vanas, the forests of Vrindavan only. Here the vanas, forest, there it becomes islands. 56. Vaishnava Sevana, service to Vaishnavas. Vaishnavas are very dear to the Lord. By rendering service to the Vaishnavas, one obtains bhakti towards Bhagavan. In the scriptures it is said that the worship of Vishnu is superior to the worship of all the demigods. Who is saying that? Lord Shiva is saying. Lord Shiva is saying, Aradhanam, Aradhanam is what? Vishnu. Lord Shiva is saying, don't worship me, we worship Vishnu. But what do these people are doing? They are doing differently. So Vishnu, worship of Vishnu is superior to the worship of any god. But the worship of his servants, that is why Vaishnavas is even better than the worship of Vishnu. In Srimad Bhagavatam it is said, also it is said in somewhere else also. Yesham samsmaranat pumsam satyai sutyandi vai griha kim punardarshana sparsha pada sauchasanadibihi. What wonder is there that what wonder is there that men become purified by seeing, touching, washing the feet of, offering a sitting place to, and serving those Vaishnavas. The mere remembrance of whom? Just to remember about a Vaishnava. See, you'll be purified. So here the mere remembrance of whom sanctifies one's household complete. That's why in Adi Purana, Sri Krishna says in Arjuna, Ye me bhakta jana partha, na me bhakta chate jana, mat bhakta nam chaye bhakta, mama bhakta sute naraha. O Partha, Arjuna, those who claim to be my devotees are not my actual devotees. But those who are devotees of my devotees are my true devotees. Look at, straight away he put that one. So that's why in our prayer also, what we do in the Samsara Dava, before that what do you do? We sing that verse. What is the verse again? We really have that. Remember, because you have to first worship your Guru first, then only you can worship me. Isn't it? That's what we do. So Vaishnava Seva is very, very high. Now the 57. Yata Sakti Doladi Mahotsava Karanam. Celebration of the festivals related to the Lord in accordance with one's ability. Does not mean that you have, if you are poor, you have to buy, get a loan or something to. No, it's not necessary. What is important is the love and affection. Because, like, if you see the history of this Vamsidasa Babaji, which we covered in one of the Harikatha, how did he celebrate the Janmashtami? He did not have anything. So he went and he took some paisa, whatever that there, 1 or 2 naya paisa. He went and then went to the market. He has no idea what the power of the money, nothing. He normally don't want to touch the money. This is how our acharyas were. So he went to the street and then the marketplace and say, oh, give me some lot of vegetables and fruits, this everything I want to offer to Janma, to Krishna. Then. Oh, okay, all right, Babaji, how much you have? Okay, he gave whatever. You see, I have a lot of money. Arey Babaji, for this money, I cannot give even a single tomato. Not even half a tomato I cannot give. No, I cannot give anything. He gave the money back. So then Vamsidhara Babaji was thinking, I have to do something for Janmashtami. What can I do? Then he was looking here and there. He went to the back side of the market where rotten tomatoes and rotten vegetables, everything would be thrown out. He went there and then he collected something which is usable, right? He took some of them, some vegetables and some fruits, all rotten. So he said, okay, half is not rotten, so I can cut it out or something. He brought and he cut that and then he made whatever that he could, and he offered to Krishna. How did he offer? He offered with his own hands. Hey, Krishna, this is I offer for you for the Janmashtami. Yes. But what is important is how much love and affection you have for. This is what important. It's not like big bada, these and everything, dancing, these and music, this, everything. No. This is what many organizations actually try to do. They will really try to make use of this time to really get more money. So they will try to arrange some big bada, some programs or whatever it is. But you can do that. But what is important is the love and affection. So that means you have to collect articles in accordance with your ability and celebrate the festivals in the temple of the Lord, such as Lord's birth, Janmashtami, or Radhayatra, and Hindola, that means swing festival. This is one of my favorite, is this swing festival. And to serve the pure Vaishnavas after first offering service to the Lord is called Mahotsava. In this world, there is no festival greater than this. 58. Kartika Vratam. Observing the O of Kartika. This we all know. Right? The Kartik month just passed. So Kartika Vrata is also called Damodara Vrata. The month of Kartika is also known as by the name Urja. Why Urja? Urjeshwari is Radharani. Urjeshwari is Radharani. This is based on the month of Kartika, which she is the predominant deity of that month. The word Urja literally means power also. Look at it. Power, strength, energy or vigor. Who is that? That is Srimati Radharani. So Srimati Radhika is the energy of Lord Krishna. And therefore, Urja refers to her. To worship Sri Radha Damodara by observing the limbs of Bhakti in a regulated manner in this month. What is the regulated manner? We have to follow the Vrata. What to eat, what should not eat, like that. Especially that particular month, you have to follow that Vrata. If you are not following all the four months, that is different. But at least that particular month is very special, so we must follow that. That's why we all circulated all this information as how to follow this. So that is called Urjadara, or in other words, giving respect, Adara, to Urja. So by following this Vrata, we are honoring Srimati Radharani, Radhika. So Urja is also called Shakti. The goddess who presides over this month is known as Urjeswari. Okay, that is coming. Urjeswari is another name for Srimati Radhika. I told about that. In Padma Purana, it is said that Yada Damodaro Bhakta Vatsalo Vidito Janai Tasyayam Tatrisho Masaha. Masa means month. Swalpam Api Upakaraha. As the Supreme Lord Sri Damodara is famous in this world for being very affectionate to his devotees, Bhakta Vatsala. This month of Damodara, which is dear to him, considers even very little spiritual practice to be even if you do little practice, it is very great and bestows tremendous results. In his commentary to this verse, Srila Jiva Goswami has given a nice analogy. When a magnanimous person takes compassion upon one who has a heavy debt, he considers a small payment to be substantial and thus liberates the debtor from his liability. Similarly, the month of Damodara considers a very small practice of bhajana performed with a respectful attitude to be very great and bestows the invaluable wealth of bhakti towards Bhagavan Sri Damodara. Actually, this Damodara Leela, this Damodara is more merciful than, in general, we call Krishna. Damodara is very merciful. So to observe vows related to bhakti for the pleasure of the Lord in the month of Kartika is called Niyama Seva. The unique glory of observing Niyama Seva in the month of Kartika in Brajamandala has been described in Bhakti Rasamrta Sindhu, quoting from the Padma Purana. So I will skip that because we have to finish all the 60 for today. So I will read the meaning. Two persons who perform sadhana in places outside of Brajamandala and without strong attachment to Krishna, Bhagavan certainly awards bhukti and mukti, but does not give bhakti. Bhakti he always hides, he does not give. So again I am reading. To the persons who perform sadhana in places outside of Brajamandala, not in Vrindavan, outside Brajamandala, and without strong attachment. You can live outside Brajamandal, but still you can have affectionate, strong attachment to Krishna. Then it is favorable. But here, you are living outside, like in United States. You are living in heaven, and you don't have any attachment. But still you are worshipping Krishna. You see, you do perform sadhana. You are doing all the chanting, everything there. What you will get? You are not going to get bhakti. You will get bhukti and mukti. What is bhukti? Bhukti means money, wealth, fame, power, position, these, all the things, good family, good car, this, bungalow, that, everything you will get. And mukti. At the end you will also go, mukti means, this is not talking about bhakti, and it is not talking about Goloka Vrindavan, it is talking about Vaikunta. He will give you Vaikunta. That is mukti. But he does not give bhakti. Bhakti is very rare. Because by bhakti, the Lord becomes bound to his devotee. Because if you have prema bhakti, I will tell you, literally I will tell you, it is like you are catching hold of the kudumi of Bhagavan, and then you pull it wherever you want and he will come. This is the power of prema bhakti. Arey, we are talking about prema bhakti, this, that high. How can I get it? If you are asking yourself, saying, I am not qualified, then you are not Raganuga. Remember Raganuga, three things. Second thing is, first of all, am I qualified or not? If you bring that qualification in your this thing, then finished. You are not Raganuga. You are not eligible. But we aspire for that. This is bhakti that we are talking about here. He will not give. How will you give this kind of thing to somebody who, and you want to be controlled? He will give only to those he really completely, he wants that soul. Very dear and very dearest only he will give that. That is why, otherwise he will hide. He will put it in the back. You want mukti? All right, take it. You want bhukti? Mukti? Take it. Free. No problem. Easy. Vaikunta? Oh, no problem. I will give. But bhakti will not give. You understand? So, but if a person who is otherwise devoid of sadhana worships Sri Damodara, even once in the Brajamandala, in the month of Kartika, he is easily obtained the most rare Hari Bhakti. Look at the power of these Kartik. That's why I was always telling again and then again. And people did not understand why I was shouting, why I was really so much. This thing is, array, I am just shouting and shouting. Please hear me, I told. But how many could really hear? I don't know how many observed. 59. Sharvadha Harinama Grahanam Janmashtami Yatradikam Cha. Cha means and. So here what that means is to chant the holy name at all times. And to celebrate Janmashtami and other festivals. Why this way again coming? Janmashtami festival, everything we just saw that. Why it's coming? That's why out of the 64, some are duplicated. Harinam Sankirtan is also actually going to be. Actually Harinam Sankirtan is so important. You will see that soon. Another 5 more to go today. So always uttering, that's the difference. Always uttering. You are not talking anything else. To always, the word always very important. Always utter the holy name in all circumstances. Whether you are feeling misery or happy does not matter. Always. All circumstances is known as Sri Harinama Grahana. One can chant Sri Harinama in any condition. Whether eating or drinking, sleeping or rising, moving about, pure or impure, does not matter. That is why Chaitanya Charitamrita says that Kahite suite yada tada namalaya Kaladesa niyamanahi sarvasiddhi haya. Regardless of time or place, one who chants the holy name, even while eating or sleeping, attains all perfection. Look at the guarantee that we are getting. The power of Harinam. Okay. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has also said in the 3rd verse of Sikshtashtaka, Kirtaniya Sada Harihi. All the time you chant. Always chant the holy names of Hari. To chant the holy name is accepted as the topmost of all the limbs of Bhakti. The holy name may be chanted with or without keeping count. Within the mind, softly or loudly, in all ways, all the ways. Because when you really travel, when you really are living in some countries like Middle East, if you go to the Middle East, you cannot really take your mala and then chant outside when you are walking on the street. It's prohibited. But what will you do? Don't take the mala, chant in your hands. Is it? Like that. So anyway, nonetheless, it is seen that Sriman Mahaprabhu, his followers Sri Haridas Thakur and Sri Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas coming in Parampara up to today have adopted the system of chanting Harinama while keeping count of their rounds. You know what that means is? There are 2 things. You have to always chant. But first, whatever that it is, 64 rounds is compulsory for all the initiated, not 16. 16 is for, no, that is not. 64, that is our parampara, 64. So when you count 64, you have to count. Make sure that you have done 64 rounds. Then the remaining, if you want to chant, you don't have to count. You keep on always, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. But if you see that, the desis are unfortunate, I always used to say. They don't have any time to chant. Other than that, there is no time. Because the meetings, this and that meeting, this meeting, that, this, everything, work, that, call, on call, this, everything. This is the... But that way, Nigeria devotees are so blessed. Because they attain only, whatever that is actually the basic. That is the reason that Gurudev is really now looking at there and showering his mercy. His mercy is coming there. I am just serving his desire. Because if you have this kind of engagement, how will you satisfy this particular Anga of Bhakti? You cannot chant. Even 16 rounds will be a problem for you. What is going to get? Nothing. So when one chants the holy name with great feelings and dances accompanied by Mridanga, that is Nigeria. Mridanga and Kartal, you are doing Nama Sankirtan every week. Sometime even every other day, I don't know. Mridanga, Kartal, everything going there. Of course, they don't even have a good Mridanga. They don't have a good Kartal. I really brought something there, and Mridanga there are some temples, even they have only one Mridanga, that's also broken. They are somehow putting some bandage and then trying to use it. But we have good top class Mridanga, but we don't do this. So here, one cannot keep track of the number of the name chanted because, after chanting your regular round. To do so is not opposed to, even if you don't really chant on the beats even for the prescribed rounds, it is not against, it's okay, So still you can actually chant the way, because chanting is important, that is more important there. Okay, so that's why to do so is not opposed to Shastra. That means if you are not chanting on beats. In recent time, it is observed that some persons do not pronounce audibly the Hare Krishna Mahamantra or perform Kirtana loudly. And they forbid others to do so. However, this idea is completely opposed to Shastra. You are supposed to be chanting it louder. This is clear from the life history of Sriman Mahaprabhu. Yes, roaring. He was roaring. He is actually, that's why Gaura Raja Singham, like that. There is a song also that that is because of about this. Oh, he's like roaring. And Haridas Thakur, same again. And in fact, and also our Sampradaya, gurus, they also like this. Celebration of Krishnashtami, the appearance day of Lord Krishna, on the 8th day of month of Bhadrapada, and Gaura Purnima, the full moon day of the month, of Palguna is all, Sri Janma, basically Janmashtami and also the appearance day of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, etc. They are all also going to be observed. Now, last 5 we are going to be finishing. Okay, I'll go through quickly because you already seen this one before. Shraddha Purvaka Sri Murti Seva. So Shraddha Purvaka Murti Seva is serving the deity. There are 5 angas, I will tell you. These 5 angas are commonly mentioned again. Those 9 angas are separate, that's one. But these 5 are another secondary thing that added. So that is Shraddha Purvaka Sri Murti Seva means deity Seva. That's all it is. So, right? So now in the service and worship of the deity, it is essential to have enthusiasm, saturated with love. And those who worship and serve the deity with great enthusiasm. Sri Krishna gives not only the insignificant fruit of mukti, but the supreme fruit of bhakti, depending on how we worship. That is why there is a difference coming there. What you are asking. So bhakti is what you should ask. 61. Rasikai saha Sri Bhagava tar tasvadaha. Tasting the meaning of Srimad Bhagavatam, not by yourself, in the association of Rasika Vaishnavas. That is why it has been said that you have to hear Srimad Bhagavatam from the mouth of highly devoted Vaishnavas. So the delightfully sweet essence, the rasa of the wish-fulfilling tree of Vedic scripture is Srimad Bhagavatam. And that has to be heard from the association of those persons who are estranged from that rasa. See, if it is not there, then there is no taste. Right? Because if you are actually, what it is saying is, if you are actually not hearing them from the mouth of the Vaishnava, but trying to read yourself, is an aparat. Because you will misunderstand. Look at it, that's why. So one should taste the rasa of the verse of Srimad Bhagavatam in the association of pure devotees who are thoroughly versed in understanding the rasa of Bhagavatam and who are possessed of deep yearning to taste the rasa of Krishna Leela. Leela Purushottama is Krishna. And Prema Purushottama is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this rasa is from this Krishna Leela. Because Krishna is a Leela Purushottama, this is the highest nectar. So the Sutta Bhakti means pure Bhakti. Sutta Bhakti does not arise by hearing or reciting Srimad Bhagavatam in an assembly of ordinary people. It has to be with these highly devoted people. Then only you can really relish the taste. 62. Sajatiya Snikta Mahatara Sadhu Sangaha. Basically Sadhu Sangha. Association of what kind of Sadhu Sangha? Not like giving some program for these Janata people. Actually, in Virginia, we try to start. Only all the Janata people came here and then, they are all saying, okay, yeah, I will be here until, then I need to go to this some temple there, we say, some Babaji temple or this temple, Satya Baba temple, that temple. I have to go. I said, forget about these people. And I said, stop. North Carolina, way better that we did. And my heart is always in Nigeria, I will tell you. Not even in India. Nigeria. Why? Those devotees are not ordinary devotees. I will tell you. Yes. And so that, so that kind of, you have to really give all these discussions and associate with the likely-minded persons. Affectionate. They are so affectionate. Nigerian devotees are so affectionate, I will tell you. I will chastise them too. But no, they are very dear. And they are actually advanced devotees compared to even those in India. They are very, very dedicated. Okay, so what it is saying is there can be no progress of bhakti by associating with non-devotees. What is the point in wasting your time discussing with non-devotees who haven't even taken initiation? So these non-devotees who have merely adopted the designation of satsanga, we come to satsanga, waste. So the devotee's only aspiration is to obtain the service of the aprakrita lila of Sri Krishna. So the devotees only, the real devotees, it's only what? They want only Krishna, not this, that Baba temple, this Baba temple, this temple. Oh my God, it's crazy. Those who have such a desire can be called who? Only aprakrita lila of Krishna. Only Krishna. Only about Krishna. They are those aprakrita lila of Krishna. They are the devotees who hear those. They are the real bhaktas. The development and growth of bhakti takes place in such devotees by associating with the devotees who are more advanced than themselves. By failing to do so, the advancement of bhakti is checked, and one's disposition or nature will be of the exact same level as those devotees whose association one keeps. Basically what happens, this is one of the instruction from Gurudev also for me, is associate with high class devotees. Associate with high class devotees. There are some in India also, but there are a lot coming in other places as well. And we need to have sadhu sangha with sadhus, Vaishnavas, high class Vaishnavas. So in Bhakti Rasamrta Sindhu, quoting from Sri Hari Bhakti Subhodaya, the following is set in connection with the association. Yashya yat sangatihi pumso manivat syat sa tat gunaha swa kular diyai tato diman swayut diyan eva samsrayet. So as a crystal, why it's talking about is, what it is sloka is talking about is, you take a crystal. The crystal will reflect only whatever the light that is falling on. Suppose you give whatever the object you keep near the crystal, it will reflect that object only. The same way, when we are associated with high class Vaishnavas, their qualities will be reflected in our heart. So the crystal is compared to our heart. So that is why I'm just going a little forward, to associate with saintly devotees who are more advanced than oneself, who are the same disposition. Of course, the mood also has to be the same. Sajatiya, that's what Sajatiya means. Who takes the meaning of rasa, rasika, and who are affectionate, snigdha. Affection means snigdha, actually snega. You know, you will see one of the 9 levels of all the bhakti. There is one level where it's going this snigdha, that is snega, is also going to be a supplementary. It will be coming there later as we go. This book has some of them. So now that is what is signified by this limba bhakti. So sadhu sangha, which we are talking about, is what we are concentrating here. Sadhu sangha. A specific description of this is given. A sadhaka should so take association of these high class devotees. Okay? And then with that I will go little forward. And now look at here, I was telling again. Nama Sankirtan is coming again. This is a very big, it goes about some 6 or 7 pages. I am not going to be reading this one. I can actually copy this one and then send that to you as a blog or something. So again 63 is coming. Nama Sankirtanam, loud congregational chanting of the holy name. I don't have to explain this again because we have been talking about this again and again and again and again. Now I will keep on just skipping all those, which I will probably send that for those who really want to read and delve into the more inside of this glory of this Nama Sankirtan, that's the loud chanting of the holy name. I will send that to you. But otherwise this itself will be a complete one full class, which will go for 1.5 hours again. And yes, you all got that now. See, this is the main anga of bhakti. And still going on. We are talking about the same thing now, coming to the 64, which is the last anga of the 64 angas of bhakti, which is Sri Vrindavana Vasaha. Residing in Sri Vrindavana. We are talking about that also there and here. But here specifically it is concluding that finally you have to leave everything and reside in Sri Vrindavana. And in fact, that is my desire too. So this Sri Vrindavan Dama is super excellently glorified because it is the eternal abode of the divine and charming pastimes of Swayam Bhagavan, Brajendra Nandan Sri Krishna, not Dwaraka Krishna, not Narayana, not Lord Vishnu or Balaji. No. This is Vrindavan Dama of Swayam Bhagavan, Brajendra Nandan Sri Krishna, who is the embodiment of Rasa. He is a Rasa Raja and the complete personification of majesty and sweetness. Sri Vrindavana is anointed with the sublime pastimes of Mahabhava Mayi. Who is Mahabhava Mayi? Who is the one who is completely personification of Mahabhava? Srimati Radharani, Srimati Radhika, and Rasa Raja. See, Rasa Raja, Sri Krishna. By residing there and performing sadhana and bhajana, sadhakas may easily obtain manifestation of these transcendental pastimes within their hearts. The resolute determination to reside in Braja displayed by the most highly esteemed 6 Goswamis is without precedent. Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati has said in his Sri Vrindavan Mahima Amrita, which I wanted to give verse every day, but it is above. For many of them, it is above. So, because you have to get into that Bhava Bhakti first. Otherwise, you cannot really relish that. So, I stopped it actually. Sri Vrindavana Mama Pavanam Tvam Yevam Sri Vrindavana Mama Jivanam Tvam Yevam Sri Vrindavana Mama Bhushanam Tvam Yevam Sri Vrindavana Mama Sadyas Yasas Tvam Yevam. Oh Vrindavana, you are my purifier. Oh Vrindavana, you are my life. Oh Vrindavana, you are my ornament. Oh Vrindavana, you are my virtuous fame. In Stavavali, this is the Swaya Niyama Takshakam Sri Raghunath Das Goswami. Who is Raghunath Das Goswami? He is Acharya of what? Prayojana Tattva. So there he has written this so nicely. So now again, out of all the things, whatever that we have really described here, out of the above mentioned 64 limbs of bhakti, the last 5 which I mentioned are the most excellent. Even by slight contact with these items undertaken without offense, Bhava Bhakti makes its appearance due to their extraordinary power. By obtaining Nishtha in the performance either of one or several of these principal limbs, one is sure to obtain perfection. That is the 64 is Vrindavana Vasa. So this Vrindavana Vasa is residing in Vrindavan is how we end up in this Bhakti Sadhana. If you see here, we starting from and then slowly, remember what you should do, what you should not do, and slowly it built up and built up and built up, and finally we are ending up the 64th one, and from next week onwards, we'll be getting into verse 5. We have covered only verse 4 of this Bhakti Rasamrta, Sindhu, Bindu. And Bindu means one drop. So basically, Vishwanath Chakravarti has taken only one drop from this Bhakti Rasamrta Sindhu. It's an ocean, one drop. And that's what we are now trying to read. Only 4 verses that we have done as of today. Remaining verses still to go. Alright? The Sri Vrindavan Vasa, residing in Vrindavan, is what one of the instructions from my Gurudev. And now for that, in fact, taking this exactly the command from Gurudev, this is the verse out of this. I think now we have probably near 200 poems now. It's all Gurudev's mercy. I know nothing. There's a long history how the whole thing started. I don't want to say anything about those, but eventually this is the E series 99. I wanted to end that because E00 is Aham Bhikshnu Vrindavane. Sorry, the Arati Ego Guru. So that is for Gurudev's glorification, E00, 2 digits. So 99 is what he really instructed me to do at the end, is this. You go and forget everything, throw everything, dedicate it, and finally reside in Vrindavan as a beggar. Aham Bhikshu Vrindavane. What is this Aham Bhikshu means? Aham Bhikshu means I am a beggar. So what is the meaning of this? So the meaning of this is I am a beggar. Roaming around. Okay. So what is the meaning of this Aham Bhikshu Vrindavane bhajan? I am a beggar, roaming around in the forest of Vrindavana. No cell phone, no money, nothing. Especially no cell phone. I am roaming in the banks of Yamuna, Giri Govardhan, and the entire Dham of Gokula. I am roaming in the banks of Radhakunda, Shyamakunda, Ratnakunda. Everyone has its own view, so much of glorification, so much of Leela. Brahmakunda, Lalitakunda. I think tomorrow we are going to be talking about Brahmakunda for the Sunday program. Lalitakunda, Vishakakunda, Brindakunda, and Uddhavakunda. I am roaming in the Nikunjavana, Niduvana, and the place where Krishna danced on the heads of the Kaliya Damanvana. I am roaming in the Kushmavana and Sarovara, Kishorivana, that is Radharani's Vana, that is near Yavat, and Kocharan Vana and Gokul Vana. I am roaming in the Seva Kunj, Imlitala, Chirgata, Brahmera Gata, Keshi Gata, Nanda Gavon, then Kishori Ghat, and Barshana. That is the ending. I am a beggar renouncing everything and wandering in the forest of Vrindavan and the banks of Yamuna. And today we have here, especially our 2 children who are actually going to be singing this bhajan for us. This is Gogul bhajan, our own bhajans. Okay, yes, I am handing over to the children now. Okay, 1, 2, and go ahead.
Aham Bhikshu Vrindavane Yamuna Tire Vrindavane. Aham Bhikshu Vrindavane Yamuna Tire Vrindavane.
Do it again. Okay. Yes. With that, we will conclude the program for today. And now I have some announcements. So that is actually from the next Saturday. Next week, we plan to be there in North Carolina and observing the disappearance day of Srila Gurudev, and also on the same day is appearance day of Vamana Maharaj. Those two are so close. They really decided to really have some, these also all coinciding. It's amazing. Actually, that's another story altogether. So we'll be there, and all the temples will be also joining through Zoom. And we plan to be in North Carolina. We plan to be there at 6:30. I think instead of 7 o'clock, we'll start the program at 6:30 itself. We will be doing some special bhajans for remembering our Gurudev. Always remember observing. That's what we really read that. So when we observe this, rather than taking care of our families and friends and visiting there and all kinds of things, at the expense of attending the program, look at here, Vaishnava, this glorifying Vaishnavas is the highest. So that's why he says, if anyone is trying to come to me directly, no, he is not my devotee. You have to go and then worship my devotees. And look at here now, our Yuga Acharya, Srila Gurudev, who is really tough to be more than that in this world now? No. He is Rupa Goswami. Like that. So this is topmost. And we are so fortunate to really come under. And let us actually, whatever the difficulties there, let us make sure that we attend this program this coming Saturday. Okay, so it will be broadcasted as usual to all the temples. I think the timing wise, because if it is like that, that means it will be somewhere 5:30 a.m. in the morning. Next day, that is India. Then I think Nigeria, it will be something about 1 midnight or something like that, right? 1 a.m. something like that. And also for our time, it will be 6:30. Trinidad, it will be 7:30, like that. Anyway, I will send the details, and we are also planning to even do some special things for Gurudev. So please try to attend. That is up to you, or whatever important for you. That's up to you. So, okay. Anything else you want to add? You have Prema Devi there, and also Navakishori. Anything else you want to add?
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Nothing. Whatever time, I think we should.
We are okay. We are okay. Okay. Everybody is invited.